This is a live demonstration on how to stretch in the middle of the road. We are on our way towards Tulian Lake base camp. We met a local. She was super nice. She was like, "No horse today? No, we want to walk." And she's like, "Oh, it's really like muddy out there." Oh, this is by far the worst part. Far only a few people have perished on this hike. We're 9,400. We're getting close to 10,000. Another day, another adventure. We are leaving our hotel and going on a little hike. We're gonna follow the Tulian Lake trek path, but probably the whole trek is about 12 miles and 5,500 elevation gain, so we're gonna see how far we can get today. Just starting our trek here, walking down this little road. Took this yesterday to the restaurants. We're ready, we feel good. It's yeah, the weather has turned out to be really beautiful today. What a difference a day makes. Clear skies, and it's warm-ish. It is 54 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're just trying to avoid horse poop on the way, because horses seem to be the common way of getting on this trek, so they poop wherever they want.
There have been power cuts here. I guess the power cuts are common in the winter time. Our hotel only had power for a handful of hours during the day yesterday. Maybe not even hours, maybe it was just minutes during the day. But it was quite cold. So Rishi slept for like 3 hours under the blankets just to maintain warmth. But we have not really left the bed until now because it's warm enough to maintain your own body temperature. Slightly below the clouds up there, there's a little bit of white on the hill. So that's where the snow starts.
This is a live demonstration on how to stretch in the middle of the road.
So
It's got a little...
lean to one side, you can bend the knee.
Yeah. Alright, the trek has begun. We were kind of hoarded around by all these pony owners. They're like, "We'll take you, sir." I was like, "We just want to trek." He's like, "Oh, it's too difficult. There's horse shit on the road."
There's horse shit all over the place here.
And I was like, "Yeah, so what? We got like hiking boots."
He's very persistent. He followed you for a good 3 minutes straight.
I was like, the whole point of this is to exhaust our bodies. So this is the trailhead.
They're not lying to you, they say it's road.
This is the little trailhead. I think if you stick to the left, this is where the adventure starts. You're walking in some gross stuff. We have the right equipment, and you just deal with the problems. You don't always need it to be perfect. The road ahead is kind of bad, so we're gonna go on the other side. A little bit nicer on this side. See the little horses? Hi, horsey. How you feeling? Good. So far? Let's look at our All Trails map. Yeah, that way. I was going the wrong way. Alright, change your clothes. Took a couple layers off. Both fleece layer and the other layer, the down jacket, has come off.
Yeah.
It's not been 10 minutes into this hike. We have gone about 1 mile so far. Found a little pathway to walk on. It's much nicer now. Less horse poop on the way. Back to the horse poop. Horse poop land.
Grab the barbed wire fence.
Ah! Just kidding. Here we get to meet some of our new friends, the moo cows. Let's say hi to the moo cows. Hi. I'm a friend. I have to say, hiking here is absolutely beautiful though. Like, if you can get past the horse stuff, it's so beautiful. Very serene once you leave the main town area. Nobody's bothering you with all the tourist stuff. Just ran across the stream. We met a local. She was super nice. She was like, "No horse today?" And we're like, "No, we want to walk." And she's like, "Oh, it's really like muddy out there."
So it doesn't get any better from what we can tell.
Yeah,
But
as long as it's uphill, it's going to be like until we get to our point, it's going to be muddy.
that's okay, you know. I think it's still worth it. We have this beautiful stream in front of us that comes from the Tulian Lake. So nice sounds of nature.
This view. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Wow. Can't get that on a horse. Oh, what an amazing view. It's the real adventure in Kashmir. No ponies. I think maybe downhill would be worse than uphill. Sometimes you just gotta be in the mud. Gives you an appreciation for roads. If you're trying to do something weird, you'll be the only one. Just stepped in, yeah, it is. Just stepped in a bunch of water. We're playing rock versus mud hole here.
Rock. Mud hole. Rock.
See, this is why we do this. You're always given good views. Time you do something difficult. For a little bit of uphill is gonna start. Much nicer than the puddles of dirt. We're doing real good. Kind of have like 4 or 5 switchbacks really, and then we're there. At least our first stopping point. I think we follow this route, cut over onto that route. So a little confused for a second, because there's multiple ways you can go if you're not on a horse. I guess we're just following the horse trail. It's the condition of my shoes. We've just come across a gorgeous trail. A majestic views. Just been steadily climbing up on these switchbacks. We're like 15 minutes away from our first stop, Baysaran. Not too far. Oh, this is by far the worst part in terms of how wet it is. Just like gigantic pots of just muddy water. But this is the final stretch for first stops. You'll fit. Wow, it's gotten real bad here. Ooh. Look at this. These are sliding in the mud too. The horse is like, ew. That is our destination, Baysaran. No horses needed. I mean, we made it. I mean, we almost made it, so. Come up here on foot. It's fine. It's an adventure. Just make sure you have high ankle boots. Make sure you have the boots on, no? So come here with your regular tennis shoes. Okay, I think we're almost here. That's where all the horses hang out. And we've made it. We're here at Baysaran.
We hiked up to Baysaran Meadow, which is a hot spot for tourists in the area. You get this lovely view of the mountains, which you can't see right now, but there should be mountains behind us, along with just a bunch of fun activities like a zip line. There are a few restaurants along here. Most people do come up here on horseback. So we decided not to do that just because we wanted to get a little hike in, get some endorphins running, and the trek was quite muddy.
We're on our way towards Tulian Lake base camp. I think that's how far we can probably get anyways. It's probably about 2,500 meters, or no, 2,500 feet elevation gain from here. And I think like 3 miles or something. So let's see how far we get. We have to return back by like 2:33. So wherever we get to by 2:33, kind of have to turn back anyways. Well, we're leaving Baisaran and we're heading to Tulian Lake camp. Just come a little bit further out from Baisaran and it's already gotten very quiet, very green. There was a couple of kids there playing cricket. There's no cell signal. We do have a map though, so. And the uphill is just uphill, so I'll just have to stop talking in a second. So we're walking with these life straw bottles. You can just fill them anywhere. Like up here on this stream, fill it right from the source. Fiji water. You want to fill yours? If this is an ad for life straw, I don't know. Quite literally that simple. Remind yourself, the great part about uphill is downhill is super easy. So, all the heavy breathing you do now, you don't need to do it in about 3 hours. So cute. It says take a right. That looks about right. Not a bad replacement for our space camp.
The hiking poles are coming out. Okay. I thought it was broken for a second.
Thanks to our Nepali hiking poles. 1,000 rupees. Quick update, I think we are at 1:30 p.m. so I don't think we can get all the way to the lake today because by 2:30 you have to turn around if you want to get back to town before it gets dark. We have no headlamps, so we definitely have to get back. So what we're trying to do is get to the Tulian Lake Valley / campsite to get the views of the valley and then kind of call it a day. In 0.9 miles, we have to gain about 1,000 feet, and then it will be a little bit flat. The elevation is basically 80% grade. We're at 9,300 feet, and we're breathing real hard now.
Yeah. This is tougher than expected.
Yeah. I've been breathing hard, we've been stopping a lot more.
This is what happens when you sit for a month and don't do much, you know? Things like this become very challenging.
Yeah.
I mean, this is hard. Like, this would be hard regardless. It's just harder because we're not in the best shape right now.
I just feel like sitting down every 2 seconds.
Well, I think the elevation gain is probably like the sharpest here that we've experienced so far on this trail.
1,400. We're getting close to 10,000. Once we get to 10,000, it'll flatten out, and then we're gonna see the valley of Tulian. It's a beautiful valley. That's where the base camp for this lake is. Look at my shoes.
Wow.
Oh yeah. See the tip tops of the.
What happens when you come all the way up here? You get the top of the mountain views.
Pure me are sitting down. Oh my god. I don't know what would happen to us at Everest. Oh, we found snow.
I'm so far up, it's so impressive because like those mountains, you could barely see the tops of them from down at the bottom. And now you can just see it so clearly.
Now it's become more greener here with some snow. We've been trying to get a view of the mountains that are right behind, but it seems like every time we climb up, the trees climb with us. And we finally have the views. Incredible. 9,840 feet. Just a few hundred feet until flatland. The funny part about this hike, we haven't met a single soul on this hike yet. Just been us since that town down in Bisaran. It is 2:30. It's the time we decided to head back to our hotel. So we have reached 10,000 feet and we're heading back from here after eating some chips.
Yeah, Tulian Valley is still quite a ways away. I think it's actually like 10,600 feet, we said.
Yeah.
So,
And at least a mile or two from here. So
yeah. We just don't have enough daylight at this point to be able to get there. Oh
Yeah.
well, we did a lot today.
yeah. So we're gonna head back, see how the downhill goes, because the downhill looks way more sketchy than the uphill. Hopefully I don't fall anymore.
We're gonna take bets on how many times we fall.
No. Zero. Zero is my aim for falling.
I think you'll fall twice. I'll fall 5 times.
Because if you fall 5 times, I'll have to call somebody to get you down, and that's not happening here. Down this way. I think this is the first time I've hiked in Kashmir. And you know, being from this state, at least ethnically, I feel proud that I actually hiked in the state I'm from, and realize it's not that much different than Seattle. Because nature is nature, but has to be the most peaceful and quiet trail. Like literally no one. Seattle, you'll run across like a few people, but nobody here.
We didn't make it to our destination, but I don't think that really matters as much as just getting up and doing something and enjoying nature.
It's all about the journey,
Yeah.
not the destination.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
It's also all about having electricity in your hotel room. So if we get back to the hotel with no electricity, I'm not gonna be very happy.
Rishi was not happy yesterday. He slept for 3 hours out of anger. I feel like it was like a protest.
It was a practice to keep myself warm because there was no heating in the whole room. So
Conservation of energy.
conservation of heat. Just look at her go. Proudly going downhill. Well folks, we have made it down. We're very close to back to the town of Baisaran and see if we can get some hot beverages there. And then we'll have to make our way back in the muddy roads back to Pahalgam and to our hotel. Very interesting hike. I loved it. That's probably the most I moved my body after the disappointment of Everest. This was a good, prize to get. So these are the houses of all the village people that live here. It's where they live. All right, look at that. We made it. Okay, we'll get some tea again and then make our way down. Yup. Somebody's gonna get motion sick there for sure.
But still very pretty and very symmetrical. Everything in these mobile gardens is very symmetrical.